Can you pronounce the Dutch city names correctly? Well, in this lesson you will learn it definitely. Hallo lieve vrienden. So, you probably know some of the big cities by name, right, in the Netherlands, but can you also pronounce them? Because often they are just pronounced as you would in English or in the language that you come from. But how do you pronounce them correctly as the Dutch would pronounce them? In this lesson, you will hear about them. By the way, if you want to support my channel and make it help grow, then please subscribe to the channel and like this video so we can reach as much as people who want to learn Dutch as possible. Thank you. Okay, where were we? Amsterdam is called Amsterdam all over the world, but the Dutch call it Amsterdam. So in this lesson, pronouncing the Dutch cities by name, you will need all the lessons that I have posted about the pronunciations of Dutch sounds, right? So the G, the R, the A, the O, everything, all the lessons you will need in the pronunciation of the city names, right? So you can find them on my channel and practice them so you can immediately pronounce all these city names correctly. So Amsterdam, then you also have Rotterdam, and you can also pronounce it with the other types of R pronunciations like Rotterdam. And there's also the student city Leiden. We have Den Haag, also a major city. Utrecht. So that U, the first letter of Utrecht, is actually an exception to the rule because usually when you have only one U, then you will pronounce it as E. But in this case, for this city Utrecht, you pronounce it as U. And also you will need the G sound for the ending of the name Utrecht. Den Bosch. So as you can see, it's SCH at the end, and we don't pronounce the CH. That means the pronunciation of Den Bosch ends with just an S sound. We have the famous city with the two G's in it, Groningen. So it starts with the first G, which is pronounced as G or G, as you have learned in the lesson about pronunciation of the letter G. And the second G is a combination of the NG, and the combination of NG in Dutch is always pronounced as right? So that is Groningen and not Groningen or anything like that. NG is always Then we have all the way in the south, the farthest point of the Netherlands is Maastricht, a really very beautiful city, Maastricht. We also have Eindhoven, the birthplace of the Philips brand, and that's why the city is also called the City of Lights, because the light bulbs were manufactured there. And there's also a city called Ede, so that is an EDE, and you will need the lesson about pronunciation of the E sound. The first E is A, and the second is E. So you will pronounce it as Ede. So we have a lot of interesting city names and names of small places in the Netherlands. Actually, we have one place that has an extremely long name. It's actually the longest name of a place in the Netherlands, which is Westerhaar-Vriezenveensewijk. That is one name of a place that people live in. And the shortest city name, which is actually a very small village, is called A. Just two letters E. We don't pronounce it as E, but we pronounce it as A. All right, keep practicing these pronunciations, and I'll see you in the next lesson.